over 1,686 cases, Algeria second, Egypt third, Morocco on the fourth position. Cameroon on the fifth position counts over 658 cases, 9 deaths and 17 recoveries. With the increase in figures worldwide, respect for prevention measures put in place by the World Health Organization and governments of affected nations would help reduce further spread of COVID-19 pandemic.
In related news, today's World Health Day, a day instituted by the World Health Organization to celebrate the efforts of health workers in every domain and in every part of the world. This year's commemoration is dedicated to nurses and midwives for their commendable efforts to promote good health. Details in the following report. Cameroon joins the world today, April 7, 2020, to commemorate World Health Day. This year's edition is dedicated to nursing and midwifery workforce to render support strong enough to ensure that everyone gets the health care they need. It is also a day to celebrate the work of nurses and midwives and remind the world of the role they play in keeping the world healthy. With the outbreak of diseases and pandemic, COVID-19 being the latest, nurses and other health workers are at the forefront of response, providing high-quality treatments, leading communities to address fear and worries. The World Health Day was instituted by the World Health Organization in connection with other organizations. 7 April 1974, the Constitution of WHO went into effect as one of the first official acts of World Health Organization that created the celebration of World Health Day. Initially observed on July 22 and later changed to April 7. On the occasion of World Health Day, promotional programs are launched with focus on important public health issues. The tagline for this year's World Health Day is "Support Nurses and Midwives," a timely message of encouragement to health personnel who have dedicated their lives to the service of the world. Out of the country, protesters in Abidjan, Ivory Coast, have destroyed the coronavirus center, which was under construction in the district of Yopougon, and the residents say the building was too close to a crowded residential area and as such is a risk to the residents. Darling Gonde reports.
As controversial myths continue flooding the African continent of the novel coronavirus being a Western conspiracy to infect Africans, many across the continent have learned to become more suspicious than being protective of themselves against the virus. In view to this notion, this is a video trending online showing Ivorians tearing apart a supposedly coronavirus testing center in Abidjan early this week.
Nous sommes ici au complexe de la BAE. Une mise en place est en train d'être faite pour recevoir les malades du coronavirus en plein cœur de la population ivoirienne. Nous sommes à Yopougon. La population s'oppose.
While some appeared to be hurling metal poles in a truck, others were busy smashing construction materials to the ground before finally setting the structure ablaze for instant demolition. The Ivorian Health Ministry on its part claims the building was never intended to become a treatment center but only a testing facility. Unlike many other African countries that have been badly hit by the pandemic, Ivory Coast has had relatively few confirmed coronavirus cases. As part of measures taken to curb the widespread of the virus, the Ivorian government has imposed a lockdown in Abidjan and declared a nationwide curfew. Despite the scuffles, health officials in the country have not stopped encouraging people to wear face masks as in a bid to reduce the spread of the virus across the country. The hostile response towards the testing centers some suspicious I suggest existed on world existing fears that have used being resistant to sin or see to the vessel.
Just during the terrorists Islamic sect on some Chadian in the following report.
The northern part of the state. Following a 7 ambush on Chadian 92 so debris state the death of his men. Of the Chadian army as the sex hideouts. According to reports, terrorists massive blow and in by terrorists. Only hours after the victory, he appealed to his fighters to surrender now or risk being
This edition of Prime News. Another edition.
Renforcez vos cheveux tout en les rendant qui vous conseille comment garder des mèches, des greffes indiennes, brésiliennes. Maquette Bloc M, derrière la chez Mbopi, entrée indienne. Infoline. Ou bien 86 Beauty Hair CB for Beauty Hair CBH Chanel qui vous conseille comment en santé. Des mèches, nous avons également des perruques de cheveux haut de gamme. Nous sommes très boutique numéro 120 online pour plus d'informations.
April 19, BT Media Group sanitation. It's disheartening.
People then when you want cough, use your elbow.
Surface coronavirus.
Hey, when I say kick, no mix up every day. Alakai. Alakai. Which is in which Africa, and in the program today we the ministry His Royal Pabili aids he is the president founder started in Kabwe in Zambia. Said to have countries act.
Really appreciate right saving they wrote it is
okay. You are in who call the fire you brought to Cameroon.
you come for that Africa in which what is going on.
This is the center very time because the to you. God, through his son Jesus Christ,
Him. We've gone into all kind of stuff. And Jesus said, there's so many people that are there that was crucified. Except Jesus. Foolishness to them that of everyone who's watching us and for Africa.
Yes, Papa Billy. Conference in Limbe of the true gospel. When you look from the word,
you say that
yeah,
yes, and then of this year was going to be a conference edition, more than was the center of our gospel. It has become the glory of an apostle, the glory of a pastor. Things that can help. Water will help us. God, there is only one who can help us.
Yeah.
He talked with God first. Just open his mouth, fight. Great ministry. On Mount Tabor. In Israel, there was a transfer. One for Jesus. So This time is at Jordan. This time is so the ministry, everything by grace. His death is the only now. Everything. Club everywhere in Africa is to worship. We are promising miracles today, this and that. And leave everything and join with him, walk with him.
A passion, dream souls, you talk souls. What is it of soul winning? When you look at the journey,
Thing is a miracle. You shall travel, and that's pastor, a minister's badge. The altar. Every is a 5 pastors
stepped out.
So they were doing, I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they were just see. This is what out people free.
You are saying is that supposedly preaching the word of with God our
just employees of the to eat, and then some give because and God. Thing to you that have been in the name of Jesus, we will not finish. Yeah, it is all over there.
Yeah.
Is a protection against corona.
Billy, are you saying ministry stickers all
We must be saved. Exodus. Jesus. to come for a program this morning. In Genesis, God planned. So the other trees, one type of, but one. So I don't have time to go Genesis to Revelation. In the of life in the midst of the city. Fruit every month, and is the to preach of other trees. Of this, they are good, but they don't. When it got to river, that you find